sure.
I'd do it if you don't want to.
Will you?
Sure.
You never do them. Yeah, you do it.
Okay. I'll do it. Do the hell out of it.
Let's see.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Well, Ryan gave me a beaver that eats fish, apparently. No, I'm kidding.
God damn it. Wrong game.
Yeah. No, so, we were on the road to the town that we assumed the bad father guy went.
The bad
Two?
father.
The bad daddy.
And
He's,
Father Verastus.
Father Verastus. I knew that, totally.
He would have been better off just without a name.
The bad father.
you know
Father
his
Verastus. It's a very interesting name, and it's definitely his name. So, yeah, I believe Andromeda did a spell to determine whether or not he was indeed going to that town. And we learned that, yep, but we had to get there quick. So we did. We traveled through the night. We arrived in the morning. We talked to the guards, promised them coffee. We were going to just storm into the church, and we decided not to because that was probably not a good idea. And then to act as a distraction, Galleon just choked really hard on the one thing that he spent his entire life perfecting. Not better. And
No, I could tell.
yeah, it's evident. It's evident. Not better. Oh, I lost my notes. But so we more or less left off with Galleon failing miserably, and Andromeda on her way into the church to convene with either Verastus or the clergy there. Yeah, that's more or less how we left off. I don't think I forgot anything.
just detail about that cipher book.
I
It's like spooky kabuki and
definitely didn't remember anything about that.
oh well, you should have because Galleon had a nightmare with all the people and they showed him where they pointed towards east.
Right.
They also got a vision of their eyes, and then another vision that ended with Father Verastus, I believe. Yeah, I think that's it then.
All
And
right.
we're in Fairborn.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we ended with Andromeda going up to the front of the large cathedral-esque official Fairborn Church.
Yep. I'm gonna
All
go
right.
inside.
Okay. You go up to the large wooden doors and push one open, and you see inside large stone pillars at the sides of the rooms and pews leading up to an altar. There are about 4 people in here right now, just in the early hours of the morning, praying, and a clergyman in white and gold robes at the top, looking like he's reading a book.
Are any of them Father Verastus?
No.
Okay. Is the clergyman reading to the is he reading out loud like he's doing a sermon or something?
No. It looks like he's reading to himself and people are silently praying.
Okay. Well, I am going to approach him.
Okay. You walk past the many pews and come up to the altar. And he looks at you with kind of an inquisitive face at first, and then he smiles real wide. Almost just very ecstatic that you're here. And he says, "Oh, hello. Welcome, child. How can I help you this morning?"
I'm going to take a close look at him and see if he's disguised by any, like, illusion magic or anything like that. Or at least attempt to.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Let's see. Mm. 14.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, he is not disguised in any way. This is the true visage of the person standing in front of you.
Okay. What time of day is it?
It is currently 8 a.m.
Good morning. I'm looking for someone who I was told would be here. Father Verastus.
Oh, yes, Father Verastus. And excuse me, my name is Pastor Eli. Happy to make your acquaintance. And you are?
Andromeda.
Ah, just Andromeda?
That's what I told you.
Okay. Well, Father Verastus is currently resting at the moment.
Well, I need to see him.
I'm sorry, that's not possible. You can come back for Vespers, evening Vespers, that he will be officiating starting at 7:30 p.m. and ending at 9:30 p.m.
I need to see Father Verastus.
Yes, you can come back at
No, I need to see
7:30.
him right now.
I'm sorry, child.
This is an incredibly important matter, and I need to see him. I don't care if he's resting. If he's asleep, wake him. Or you can just tell me where he is.
I can't do that. You must understand. He's had a rough journey from Lee's
I
side.
know
where he was
too much
contributing.
about his journey. And I need to see him.
It's at this point that Pastor Eli looks a little, looks just a little shaky, like his hands aren't touching the altar that he's at. They're just kind of hovering above. He says, "Again, you can come back tonight after the sun goes down for evening Vespers."
That's not going to work.
I'm sorry, that's the only time that you can see him today.
Are there any, like, doors around that lead deeper into the church?
There are 2 doors, one door to the far left side and one door to the far right side, at the back of the church.
I'm gonna start making my way to the one in the left side.
Please, child, you
Don't call me child.
You mustn't disturb the father. He's resting at the moment, preparing for evening Vespers. May I ask why you're so adamant about meeting him today?
I'm just walking towards the door.
He's going to fast walk over to you and grab your arm.
I'm just gonna glare at him.
Please, ma'am, this isn't a negotiable matter. If
You're right,
you
it's
go
not.
further,
Please step aside. I will not ask
I will-
politely again.
I will call the guards if you go any further. Please come back later tonight to speak with him. He will be officiating evening vespers and will be taking questions then.
Hmm.
So, without getting anybody in trouble or thrown in jail, let's keep this as a civil matter.
I'm gonna say stand down and cast command.
Wow. Okay.
He's
That's
going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
great. That doesn't save. And he stops, and one of the people praying looks up with a concerned expression and gets up out of the pew and runs out the door. And the other people praying, seeing this, do the same, just looking at you with fear. And if the other party members are anywhere near the church, they can see this happening, and they're running towards or down Church Street. Do you guys do anything?
Who was running? I'm sorry. I'm having an issue with my sheet, and I wasn't quite focusing. My sheet's fucked.
People that were praying in the church have run out of the building,
Oh,
seeing the scary behavior that someone inside is
Perpetrating?
yes, and they started running down Church Street.
Well, if that's noticeable, I'll probably start making my way over.
All right.
With the thought that things have kicked off and it's time to go into violence is the answer.
well, first I cast a message. Let's see. I'm sorry, one sec, because my sheet's really messed up.
That's
So I don't
fine.
get the little preview thing. Oh, towards a creature within range. I don't know if I have to be able to see them. Okay, no, I can. I can cast the spell through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target, and I would imagine I'm familiar with my unless the spell doesn't go through the church walls. I try to say, "What's going on, honey?"
Does reach her, yes.
Vrastus is here. They didn't want to let me in.
There's a skunk.
I think we better go.
I'm just... As soon as the main priest guy stopped trying to stop me, I went through the door. And I am currently trying to find Father Brassus.
Okay.
Damn, the skunk found me.
What? Smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skunk found you. Oh my god.
But I can smell it. I'm scared.
Do the growl.
I don't want to anger it. What's wrong with you?
Do the growl.
No.
Okay. Well, it is as you're all walking up to the church that you see 5 guards running down Church Street to catch up.
Okay.
And they immediately run into the church and see Andromeda there. And one of them yells, "Halt!"
Before they would have made their way into the church, I would have kind of gotten in their way, not in an intimidating way, so there's a guy in there who's disguised as a father, who murdered some children and their parents. So is it okay if we just slip in there and take care of that, or do you want to do that instead?
That is a highly ridiculous claim, and we can take care of the matter from here. Please do not get in the way, citizen.
Is there no way I could file a complaint? It seems like this should be your job to sort of take these things. We took, I believe that you may know this, but guards were sent from your city to head south to deal with this missing case. They didn't make it, so we were hired by the person who, hired the guards in the first place to find the guards and the people that went missing. And that's kind of where we are right now, is the guards are most likely dead, and the children are also dead, thanks to this person in the church. I'm sure you know about your fellow missing guardsmen.
Well, we did hear about the missing persons cases, but guards were not sent from Fairborn. They were sent from Lisa, north, to investigate the missing case.
So then how preposterous is my claim?
We haven't heard word back from Lisa yet.
And why would we have heard of all of this? It wouldn't make sense for just random citizens to have this knowledge, right?
Why would Father Verasta, a very well-known and
Out of character. Nobody said Father Verastus.
he's the one that's come in, they assumed.
Sherlock Holmes go.
An appreciated and well-revered member of the church.
So while that's happening, Galleon, who had not run to the church counter the guards, who had been standing still sort of nearby, shouts, "Guards!" And he points in, I don't know, a different direction from where they're at, and screams, "She's getting away!"
What?
Oh no!
Who?
Don't
Who's
go
getting
after
away?
her! Don't go after her! She's just doing the right thing!
The woman from the church!
Please, guards, don't run that way!
Citizens, please stand down as they walk into the church to see Andromeda.
They're not even gonna...
much,
Really?
how much time did I buy with all of that?
At least a minute or two.
Okay.
Can I at least roll, like, deception on that?
Sure.
To, have a fighting chance?
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's not one of my strong suits, but I'll give it a go. That'd be a 10.
One guard motions to the other to check it out, and the other 4 walk into the church. And the one that doesn't comes up to you and says, Where is she?
She was running. And he's keeping
Which
pointing in the direction that he was pointing in previously. It's a drow or something. Filthy drow.
Right. I'll go back to the barracks to get more guards to check out that direction.
What an inefficient guard.
Yeah, like they're running to the church because someone did something and they've been alerted to it, and now someone's telling them that that person has left the church, and they're just gonna keep not doing that.
People from the church came
Right.
down.
So they left the church, and then someone that was near the church pointed.
Of course, they're going to then investigate the church.
Right. Okay. Right.
What
No.
police would do.
Definitely. Absolutely agree. Really, it sounds condescending. Not trying to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Very sincere. I'm sorry.
No, fine. 4 guards enter the church to see. Has Andromeda done anything
In 2 minutes?
in those 2 minutes?
As soon as the main clergyman guy stopped trying to stop me, I went through that door and started clearing rooms looking for Father Brastus.
The door was locked.
Then I would have gone to the other one.
That's also locked.
I mean, I would have I would have tried to kick it open then.
Okay. The right door or the left door?
The right one, since that's the one that I checked second.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Well, that's a 2.
You don't kick it in, and by your second kick, guards come in and say, "Halt!"
You have violated the law. All of your stolen goods
Pay
are
the court a
forfeit.
fine or serve your sentence. No.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
What say you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd stop. There's not really much I can do at that point.
You can leave, or you can be taken out with force.
Let's see.
They begin walking towards you.
Yeah. I'll just sidestep them and walk out of the church.
All right. And the guard sees this. The other guards walk out with you and give the other one a look and a nod that says she's fine. And they all start walking down Church Street together.
I'm gonna confront them at the entrance and say, "Do you have time now? Seems like you're free."
We can take reports. Yes.
Sure. Well, like I said before, a guy disguised as a priest, whether or not that's this Father Verastus guy you're mentioning or not, has sort of escaped into this city after murdering and hiding the bodies of, multiple persons. We have it. We have 2 other priests who were in that, halfway rest stop for, the name escapes me.
Leaside?
No, the name of the god. Or goddess.
Lorena?
Right. The halfway sort of rest point for Lorena It's between here and Leaside. I don't know if you're familiar with them at all. I don't know if they're prominent. They said they've been there for a decent amount of time, at least more than Father Verastus. They can corroborate. They saw everything. They also witnessed the bodies. They're currently delivering the bodies to Leaside, to the deceased. Is there no way that there could be some sort of security detail put on Father Verastus, since he has proven himself to be a flight risk, or, whoever we saw fleeing from the scene back there, it may not have been Father Verastus.
And you have no evidence other than these two alleged clergymen who also witnessed this.
Right. I
And
mean,
two
I felt it would
corpses.
probably be not that great if we brought dead bodies into the city. Might be a
Right.
little suspicious, especially when they should be with their loved one buried.
Right.
I'm not sure what other evidence we could bring that would somehow assuage whatever disbelief you have right now.
He looks at you with kind of a concerned look at first, and he rubs his chin a little bit and puts his head up and kind of looks down his nose at you.
Is it because
Says,
I'm a bear?
No. We can investigate the matter, surely, as is our job, and we can send guards out to this alleged halfway point church, you said?
Yeah, I'm sure that, there's some local recognition of it. I can't imagine that it's been hidden away all this time.
Well,
It's where Father Verastus has been traveling from to get here to buy supplies
And apparently he's well known enough.
for you to not believe our story,
well,
Callahan says, overhearing this and walking up.
Finishing our sandwiches.
Like,
his alibi, that has been believable, and I'm inclined to believe it, has been that he is buying food and supplies to help homeless children in Leaside, and we've gotten word back from that town that he has been doing that.
So he's been buying supplies to help children in Leaside, and children go missing in Leaside, and there's no suspicion aroused whatsoever.
2 people, well, 3 including a child, went from here to go to Leaside and have been reported to have gone missing in between that spot. Now,
At the place
Yes.
that he's been at.
an alleged midway point for the church that is
we were in Leaside. Did we hear about him doing this work there
No.
while we were there?
Did we see a lot of homeless children in Leaside?
not in the area you were in.
Where did they hear? Who's giving you information that he's helping homeless children in Leaside?
A guard
A
from
tiny podunk village that has, like, what, 100 people, 200 people in it? How many homeless children could there be?
all we know is that an official that had credentials gave us information regarding Father Verastus' whereabouts.
What official?
What official? The
Yeah.
mayor. There are many officials that work under him, and word has been sent from his office.
Anyways, would it be possible just to have someone keep an eye on him?
What?
Because he did run the last time and it's been rather, troublesome getting all the way over here. If you spot a guy who
Question
doesn't
though.
look like Father Barastus and says he is, then maybe it's him. I don't know.
What was the impetus to get that information in the first place?
It was a person coming in and out of this town. So we
You investigate everyone that comes in and out of this town?
regularly and comes to the church and has been a part of the church. Yes, we were curious.
Okay.
Is that a crime?
It seems odd.
I would hope it would not be. Guards committing crimes wouldn't look good.
Well,
I'd like to know if that was a crime.
we can
So
assure
I
you.
can't commit it.
We can assure you that he's been looked into. This new
Well, all
They
that does is
come out-
prove your incompetence.
you were just trying to break into the
Oh,
church.
fuck off.
Anyways,
We cannot be sure of anyone's.
Do you look into all the merchants that travel through too?
Yes.
How many guards are in this town?
A good few. We could go back to the barracks.
Do you have a manager? I would like to speak to your manager.
For all we know, you could be killers or the kidnappers, or apparently you have all this information.
Right, which is apparently suspicious. But you were suspicious enough to look into this person in the first place.
Right. Can we get all of your names, please?
yeah, my name's Boris.
Just Boris?
Yeah, I don't really have a last name. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be that hard to track down a bear.
Yes, Boris the Bear. Okay.
No, that's not my last name. You can put it in the parentheses, but that's not my last name.
Right. He takes out a little notebook and writes down Boris, in parentheses, the bear. Looking to Galleon, and you are?
Not interested in giving you that information.
Wow, that's a long name.
Right.
I turn to the guard. I say, I'm a comedian.
When you send guards to Leaside to verify that our story is true, wasting time and probably letting him escape again, they will be more than happy, I'm sure, to tell you that we were hired to do what we've told you to do, or that we've done.
Right. And until that word has come back,
You can wait for that information to come back. Yes.
Right.
I kind of start snapping my fingers and I say, what was the name of the bartender again? The missing person case. He was the one who sort of led it to us.
That was Olin, honey.
I mean,
Hold on.
the party consisting of a drow, a tiefling, a bear, and me would be pretty obvious and very easy to gather from the information that they give you. I don't think you need my name.
Right.
We're not exactly a low-key group of individuals, are we?
Do you have like any guards who maybe practice wizardry or anyone in the town who's familiar at all with Olin? I'm sure there's some person.
We don't have
No,
that
no one
information.
likes Olin. That's so sad. He was a nice guy. Anyways, yeah. So if you could just keep someone on this Father Brastus guy, because he had underground tunnels in the old place,
Where he stored bodies.
where he stored bodies. So
That
it'd
had
be
been
great
stabbed in
if
the chest.
he just didn't escape. That would be phenomenal. Might be best if you had a few guards because seems like he's capable of killing multiple people, so, having an adequate number of guards would stop him from killing them.
Okay. Citizens and perpetrator, we will look into this matter further. But again, until word has come back from the guards that will be going to check out this midway point, as well as get confirmation that you have come from Lee's side, our hands are tied. We can't take Father Verastus in on wild claims.
I mean, you don't have to take him in. Just have a guard detail on him. I don't know.
We can keep guards at the door to the church. Sure. We can monitor it.
Can I pose a hypothetical? Is that fine?
If you must.
If someone in this town were to make a threat against someone else in this town, would you have a guard detail that might protect the person who has been threatened?
Yes. A guard or two to keep a watch over the house.
But you wouldn't have anyone, inside the place? Especially when it's as large as a church?
How is anyone going to get into the inside without coming from the outside?
And they could go around the backside and just knock a hole in the wall.
That's what keeping a watch over the outside is, to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right. Maybe just put more guards on watch? I don't know.
I feel like we've exhausted the efficiency of these guards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's good to know I'm a citizen now. That happens quite quickly.
Okay.
Well, guards
Again,
are
I'm a
very
comedian.
smart. Could just mean civilian.
Well, we will be getting word back, most likely in a day or day and a half. But until then...
And you're just gonna let him leave in the meantime, I imagine, right?
No.
Well, I mean, he's clearly done nothing wrong. Being accused by several people is surely not enough to,
You came from the outside. She just tried to kick in his door.
Well, he did murder a child, so that, raises some...
And other
pretty
people, too.
And
It
his
wasn't
big,
just the child.
And his
emotions,
grandmother
people.
and his
Unsubstantiated claims. Right.
Right, as unsubstantiated claims, right. But he was suspicious enough to look into in the first place. No, you're right. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, guys. Fantastic. Clearly us, large group of armed people, weren't hired to do anything. No. We're just random crazy travelers that just met this person on the road and hate him for some reason. You're
I'm a
right.
comedian.
No. You guys are great. You guys are doing awesome. Keep up the good work. I'm gonna go miss some more coins in the square. Have a good one. And Galleon walks away.
I was going to say, until then, all of you stay out of trouble. Especially you.
Kiss my ass.
Towards Andromeda.
Oh, fuck off, you insufferable slime.
yeah, fuck off.
Tough crowd. I again point to myself.
Useless.
I'm a comedian.
We'll be keeping an eye on you. And he walks away.
I'm gonna go around to the back of the church and see if there's a door.
There isn't.
Excellent. I'm gonna go around to the front of the church and watch the door. Indefinitely.
Well, now that I rebuilt my fucking sheet.
Okay.
Is there a city urban planning center?
Urban Planning Center?
like an architects guild or something. The people with the space where blueprints for various city building codes might be situated or housed. I'm sure I would have to ask someone, but would something like that exist in this size of a town feasibly?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're even meaning.
Okay.
Is anyone else?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow the guard
You're gonna follow the guard?
in a non-menacing way.
I'm gonna say loudly while still walking away, loud enough for the guard to hear. I'm gonna go buy some snacks for when he escapes, and you guys look like idiots.
It's far too late for them to look like idiots.
Nah, that's just how it is, you know?
Popcorn, perhaps.
How long is it before I end up at sort of this guard barracks house?
Like 2 minutes.
Okay. I assume, I mean, has he noticed that there's a gigantic bear following him?
Yes. And when you get there, he turns around and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, would you mind holding the door open?
He opens the door and walks in and holds it behind him.
Oh, thank you very much. And I walk in and I say, who is the person around here that is in charge of things?
Well, you walk in and you see a desk, chairs lined up to your right. The desk is in front of you, and a door to the left of the desk. And somebody looks up and says, "That would be me."
Ah, that's wonderful. That's quite convenient. Would you happen to have, basic city plans that a citizen could look at?
Basic city plan?
Yeah, stuff that talks about the city infrastructure, where the water comes in, sewers, disposal systems, public buildings, plans like that, sort of that help you figure out how to manage the city, zoning and all that sort of stuff. Do you have those here, or do you know where I could find those?
No, we don't have those here. You might want to go to town hall.
Ah, it's a wonderful idea.
And you are, and you see the guard that you followed in kind of snicker, and he says, he's Boris, the bear.
Yeah, that's not my last name, but, it's just an easy way for people to keep track of which Boris I am.
And the man behind the desk says, "Duly noted. Thank you for coming to us with your concern. Can we help you with anything else today?"
Apparently not. That's fine. I'm sure this guy's gonna talk to you about what I just talked to him about. It's fine. That'll probably go a lot quicker than what I say. So yeah. Have a nice day.
Right. You as well.
Also, where is the town hall, by the way?
That would be in Town Square, the large building facing the east. Can't miss it.
Oh, that makes sense. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Again, have a good day.
And you too. And I walk out towards the town square.
All right. Is anyone else doing anything specific?
Well, I'm definitely buying popcorn.
I probably stuck with Galleon.
Okay, and Andromeda is watching the front door of the church, correct?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Then we will deal with Boris's concerns. You reach town square, and again, it's this kind of bustling little place with shops and carts and a large fountain with angels spitting out water in the middle. And town square is, like the manager of barracks said, a large, very intricately built, woodworked and stoneworked building with a steeple on it facing the east.
I am going to walk in.
All right. Inside, you see multiple doors on your sides, and like the church, it has pillar supports to the sides of the room, and all the way down in the back, you see a desk that someone is behind and helping, like different people coming in and just wondering about things, much like yourself.
I walk up to the desk.
And the person behind it, looking down after their last encounter, looks up to put their glasses on, and it's a kind of an older woman who has her hair in a bun. Says, "Oh my,
Oh my!" It's
How-
just George Takei.
how may I help you, dear?"
Well, I was recommended that I come here. I'm looking for city plans that are available to citizens.
Like what, dearie? Like,
Looking more at infrastructure, if possible, sewage systems, anything that's really more sort of subterranean structure focused. Anything that really is going on underground that the city has sort of been working on or has worked on.
right. Let me think. And she looks behind her desk, kind of looks around, kind of pulling things out, putting them back, and she pulls out a couple ledgers and spreadsheets, and looks to her far right and pulls out a book in it, and she sets it on the desk, and it says the history of Fairborn. And she looks in it and finds a diagram of like the original, basically what you said, like infrastructure of it, and turns it around to you.
I kind of nod, and I say, is there anything, this is great, but is there anything more recent? Or are things generally here kind of just, anyone who's building kind of just does their own thing, and if it works, it works, if it doesn't, it doesn't?
I'm not sure what you mean. Can you be more clear about that?
Well, I've read in some stuff about, people who are trying to build up towns, especially larger ones. They need to make sure that, well, the systems that they put in place, especially underground systems, aren't destroyed by houses that are, way too large and put on more, I guess, fragile parts of the underground structure, or people who are trying to, make a basement, who kind of just cut into maybe an underground sewer, and then that obviously isn't that great for them. So I just don't know if there's anything like that where maybe the people who run the city might have some say in construction.
Um, hmm. Give me a moment. And she gets up from the desk and walks into one of the doors on the right side of the room. And comes out again, and she says, I'm not sure much of that is open to the general public.
Right.
If you wanted to build a building, you could get a permit to see where you could build or how large of a basement you could, if you wanted to. Are you looking to build a house or a building? Did you want to apply for a permit?
Well, let's say that I was interested in sort of knowing the limits of what I could do, and if I were to build a house somewhere. There's this beautiful church. I think it's the Church of Lorena.
Lorena on Church Street, yes.
Yes. I know that there aren't many residences that would be allowed to be built on Church Street, as I assume that's zoned for religion. But it would be interesting to sort of look at, whether or not I could build a nice house around there, just so that I could see if such a dream could be fulfilled.
Well, there's not much room on Church Street for building of another house, but...
Right, but I'm sure you know this. Bears are, well, we like to hibernate. We build lots of dens. Maybe pushing more deeper into the ground, if such a thing were to be allowed. If I, maybe talk to one of the surrounding tenants, and if they were to build a basement that I could lease or something, that would be sort of more for my style.
There are apartments that you can rent on West Street.
But, I mean, that wouldn't be my dream. I guess I just want to see, would that be possible to, be able to build at like a basement, subterranean level anywhere around the Church of Lorraine, because that's just beautiful architecture.
I'm sorry that there's, again, just the buildings are very close together, and there's not much room around the church that you could build
right below pre-existing structures.
You would have to, I suppose, first get a permit to build on Church Street, and then ask someone who lived there.
I mean, I guess
any of the apartments or houses, shops. I'm afraid that there's not much room again, or many options aside from that.
Right. I guess I'll just stick to this book. See if that gives me any answers. Thanks again.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry I couldn't help you much, but your requests are,
They're a little out there, I understand.
no, I wasn't going to say out there, but just impossible to achieve right now.
It's a fair way to put it. And I go over and start looking at the various diagrams of the city structure. And I'm probably gonna, right off the bat, say, could you point to where the Church of Lorena is on this? I'm afraid I'm not too literate with this city's map.
Right. She pointed out, Church Street is a vertical running road, up and down, well, pointing east and west, to the north, of the city relative to the map, and points out the church on it.
Has it existed for... Is there a sense? Okay. And I'm assuming that I'm able to tell just by, captions or context in the actual book itself. When was this diagram from? Like how many years ago?
400 or so.
Okay. How old is this city? Do I know that?
Around 400. 450. I mean, you could ask her, and that's what she would give you.
Right. Are there like any types of sewer plants in here?
Yes, but it would be like in the next couple of pages, like another 200 years after they would put that in.
Right, and are there diagrams of that as well?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to cross-reference the sewers and any other sort of underground work or structures with the Church of Lorena.
I'm sorry, say again?
Basically, I'm looking to see if there are any sewers or underground structures that are within close proximity to the Church of Lorena.
Yeah, they installed a bathroom in the church.
So there is a sewer that runs underneath.
Yes.
Is it like a main line, or is it just a line running to a main line?
It's like a line running to a main line.
So it'd be like a pipe.
Yeah.
Small pipe.
And so it talks about in here that, it wouldn't be something that a small or even decently sized humanoid would be able to fit in.
No.
Unless he can change his shape.
Not really, no.
So we're talking like a 6-inch pipe, maybe.
Yeah, around
6-inch diameter or radius?
I would imagine diameter.
Yeah.
It's a poo pipe. It wouldn't be much bigger. It'd be 4 inches today, but stone pipe.
Yeah, she had a good point. Unless someone could change their shape, there's not much of anybody getting in there.
Well, this is very interesting to look at. Thank you. Were there any? I assume there weren't any like basements or anything like that were present.
No.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to make note of where the sewer pipe sort of goes through. Is that sort of coming out from in front of the church?
No, it comes out from the back.
Okay. And which would be the closest main line?
That would be on Lafayette Street, behind the church, on the other side of Church Street.
Okay.
The apartments and stuff on Lafayette.
And so that would probably be what the line is connecting to.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna thank her, and then give her back the book, and then start heading out.
Oh, have a nice day, dear.
And you too.
Okay. Was that satisfactory to Boris's needs?
I mean, Boris is going to go further, but I don't want it to just continue to be Boris hour. So if there are other people who want to do things in the meantime.
I need to get into that damn church.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty pressing.
Um,
Can do some shopping, but that can wait.
okay.
When I leave, I'll probably return. I mean, I'll be coming out into the square. And if I see any party members, I'll kind of gather them up and tell them sort of what I've been trying to accomplish.
Okay. Are any party members in Town Square right now?
Probably still there.
Yeah.
There were like market stalls in Town Square, right?
Yeah.
Would there be any sort of near to the church that would be selling perhaps a bag of holding?
There was that. Well, there is an occult / like magic store.
It's a weird combo, but okay.
Is it?
A little, I think.
I mean, I don't think so.
We
I
worship
think
the devil and we sell bags of holding. It's what we do.
A cult
There's a
isn't
lot of
like
devils.
worshiping the devil.
I think that in our world, that would probably be more common, but I assume in a world of, common wizardry and demon stuff, the two would probably separate, but I don't know. They're not 100% thematically separated or isolated.
Get your immovable rods and your demon horns. Same store.
Oh.
That's convenient, really. I mean, if you're a warlock, that's the place to be.
So, I mean, like, a cult is like, the definition here says supernatural, mystical, or magical beliefs, practices, or phenomena.
True. I guess I'm letting our definition of
That seems like
a cult.
I'm using occult very loosely.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
like,
No.
It's like a kindergarten definition for it.
It sounds like a place Bliss would be interested in. That's
Right. Well, and I mean, if that's where the bags of holding are, then I'll go there then.
Yeah. I'll go with you.
Okay. You go in, and it's very new agey looking. There are like crystals and herbs, and it's kind of dim lighting. And
Declan, salesman.
No,
Okay,
Declan is not.
a little disappointed,
is-
but that's okay.
A woman in a black robe with many different symbols on her, and with long blonde hair and blue eyes. She says, "Welcome to my store. This is Verity's Variety. How may I help you?"
I need a bag of holding.
Oh, bag of holding. And she looks around, and in the corner, there are like boxes and chests, as well as bags and bags of holding. You imagine.
Do I just go and pick one out then, or
No, she goes over and she takes one and she comes over.
'cause I want the Batman?
What?
I want the Batman one.
Sorry, we don't sell Batman merchandise.
Iron Man.
Oh,
Basically the same.
fuck yeah! Of course we sell Iron Man merchandise. Our most popular is Thor, though.
He's okay.
She sets it on the table, and it's a nice, like glittery purple.
Do you have one that's slightly less flashy?
What's wrong with it?
I think that would also be DC. Get it? I'm the comedian.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The purple is okay, but like the glitter, I don't know.
Well, it's more like kind of a glinty velvet kind of look.
So it's shiny.
Yeah, but like asphalt shiny. If you catch my drift.
Does it catch light
Yes.
and it reflects that back?
Mm-hmm.
Is there one that doesn't do that?
Sure. And she goes back. She looks around behind other bags, and there's just a pitch black one, just onyx.
That's fantastic. That's exactly what I need in my life right now.
And she sets it down. Would you like? You can, if you'd like, to go around the store. This is basically a built-in cart. You can walk around and put things in this that you'd like, and I can ring it all up for you.
Oh, that'd be great.
And she hands it to you.
Yeah.
I hope you find everything you need today. And she sits down at the chair behind her desk and starts reading the book that she was reading.
Hey, what you reading over there, honey?
Oh, this is a book that my grandmother gave to me, and it's all about the workings of herbology and how to heal and bring peace without the use of many gods or the dependence on deities. It's how to harness nature's power.
Oh, that sounds very druidy.
Yes. I myself am more one on the... I'm on nature's side. Mother Nature is my mother, and
Right on.
she deserves to be treated right.
I respect that. Yeah. Not really my style, but you know.
Oh, and what is your bag of holding? or magic shtick.
Oh, honey. I don't think I should tell you. I'll let you keep your peaceful mind.
Oh,
I kind of finger my little pendant.
she and it's at this point that she kind of looks up to your horns again, in your eyes, says, "Well, there's a darker corner of the store, if you'd like. It's sure it's not as much as you've done or seen, but it might serve your purpose."
No, I think I'm good. Actually, I looked the lady over. Does she have any like interesting like symbols on her? Something that might pique my interest.
Yeah, she has a lot of like, they kind of look like Norse runes or Futhark.
Oh.
Like very similar but not the same. They're nothing you can read though.
Which is very interesting. Honey, actually, do you have any symbols on you that are protective in nature? Protective of people from evil?
Well, not much more protective than that symbol of Lorena on your chest. But
I like to collect things, you know. I got a bar over here.
Yeah. She turns around, and just squats down, looking at the shelves that are under her place of work, and she comes back up with 2 leaves. It's a necklace that has 2 golden leaves on it, as well as like a sun attached to those. They're kind of, they'd probably do a drawing. This is the necklace part, goes around your neck. There.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm a good distraction, huh?
It's a rough drawing because I'm drawing with my fingers.
Yeah.
Looks a little bit better than that.
It's a lot less vagina-y than the last drawing you did, so that's good.
Boy.
Thank you.
I mean,
I can still see a couple, but yeah.
I have considered some.
By virtue of being a flower.
Yeah.
Right.
Or flowery.
So it's 2 leaves with a sun-shaped figure coming from the bottom of it. She says, "This is a symbol of Moonri. She is the Numerian god or goddess of nature and protection and motherly instinct. She is my main inspiration, and I worship her daily, and she has never let me down."
Oh, that's really nice. I'd love to buy that.
Sure. That will just be for you, 10 silver.
I rummage through my go in person. I give her the money.
All right. Thank you.
I would also check out.
Pick up what?
I would also like to check out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just looking.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, when you're done, can you put this necklace on me?
Sure.
It's pretty, right?
Very.
Okay. For all of that, it's 5 gold.
Paid. Not even gonna haggle.
All right. Is there...
Wait, it was 5 gold for the bag of holding?
Oh, You're right. I forgot.
Damn
about
it,
that.
Ryan.
Shit.
Yeah, that's gotta be some money.
That's
I'm sorry.
Why would you do that, Ryan?
I forgot.
I just wanted to buy like 800 bag of holdings.
Yeah.
That would be 150 gold.
6
All right.
gold.
Still paid.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you this fine morning?
No.
No?
Well, all right.
All right, honey. You have a good day. All right.
All right. You as well. I hope to see you back here again.
Yeah, I like that. Now, Galen, can you put this necklace on?
I do that.
I'm just gonna erase this terrible.
It wasn't that.
It was serviceable.
I assume I might run into the party leaving the shop.
Indeed. Yeah.
Oh, that's where you are. I start walking over to them.
Hey, Boris.
Hey, so, I just took a look at the City Hall records to look for possible places that Father Verastus could possibly escape from, or if he could escape at all.
Right.
Since we know he is fond of underground tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing I could find is the closest main sewer line is right behind the church.
Oh. You think it's big enough for people to walk through?
Well, the smaller line that leads to it, probably not, but, if you were able to build down a bit like what he did with that church, well, he might be able to break through the ground and wall to get into the sewer.
Right. Who knows what he's really capable of? We already know he's capable of murder.
Right. And the nice thing about that is if, in fact, there is this sort of thing, and we get there before him, we can just go up there and nab him ourselves.
Okay.
Good idea.
Good. Very good.
I like it.
So, I don't mind going down there, seeing if I can get in and making my way over. If any of you would like to join, you are more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Yeah. I'd like to go. I'd like to. Unless we have to stay with Amy, see what she wants to do.
Well, she's watching the door, so
Perhaps she's alone. I know
pretty.
she's capable, but
Yeah. Your call.
well, I could maybe send y'all messages. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll stay with Andy.
Okay.
That works with
Don't-
me.
Right. Don't tell her I've been calling her Andy. It's just, that's so cute.
I put my hands up and I say, "Oh, I don't really care." What are we talking about?
Oh,
Well,
man.
thank you anyways.
Of course.
Oh, Boris.
Well,
Yeah, I
Say,
would
you,
go
you
approach
don't really
her.
have to worry about that because I don't talk to her much.
Hmm. Okay.
She prefers it that way.
Yeah, I prefer it that way too. Kind of me.
I am going to tell both of my friends to go wait and follow and protect Andromeda.
Okay.
Can you protect her from herself?
I mean, that, whatever, but
Do they follow the 3 rules of robotics?
they follow the 3 rules of what I just told them to do.
Fair
We
enough.
got like a monk code.
Yeah, so Todd and Matt are over there.
Okay. When Todd and Matt get over there, they are met by guards standing at the doors. And is Andromeda standing right in, like, right at the top of the stairs, like, just looking at the doors?
She's standing across the street, but yeah, she's not taking her eyes off the doors.
Okay. Then Todd and Matt will meet her on the other side of the street.
Yeah,
I go over there too, because I wanted to join Andy.
they're going to sort of assume monk sitting positions on either side.
Okay.
And I also want to know, this entire time I've had my symbol of Lorena displayed prominently.
Right.
But yeah.
All right.
And you said that Bliss was gonna come over as well?
Yes.
Where'd you get that necklace?
I bought it.
From whom?
A store? Is it a probably it's jewelry?
It's not just jewelry. Where'd you get it?
I got it from a store. Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the store?
It was Verity's Variety.
It's what'd she say? Moonry?
I know who it is.
Oh, am I touching on a nerve here?
Not
I'm not
exactly.
really familiar with this this goddess, but it seemed nice. I need all the protection I can get, you know what I mean?
She'll give you that.
Well then that's good.
Let's just hope that my presence doesn't sway her decision.
Alright. If you don't like it, I can hide
It's
it.
fine.
I'm sorry.
It's better than
I don't
most.
mean to be. I don't mean to be insensitive.
To be honest, of any of the symbols you could be wearing, that's of the most preferable.
Well, alright. And I tell her about like how Boris and Galleon are planning on going into the sewers.
I'll just nod and reassume my sentry role.
All right. So, Boris and Galleon, right?
Yep.
Are going to be hunting for entrances to the sewers.
Correct.
Okay. Well, you follow the map, and it leads you sort of to the outskirts of town, where just outside of it you can see like a large barred entrance spitting out, or well, I guess just it's leaking out some gross gray water. I assume you wanted to go in.
That is a good assumption to make.
Yeah. Well, again, it is barred, and there is a metal like door that's a barred metal door like in the middle of it.
And by barred, you don't mean as if there has been a bar that is placed to block it, but instead barred as in
Like it's a cell.
a series of like poles or other metal objects that.
Yes.
Gabriel's standing there. I'll see myself out.
No, yeah, it's a series of vertical bars that keeping you from just entering, because it's nasty in there.
Yeah. I kind of point and I say, I can get through that. I can't necessarily get you through that.
Bars, you say?
To shreds, you say?
To shred. Well, I'm very dexterous.
Are you suggesting that you might be able to tamper with such a... Is there like a lock on it, or is it just...
Yeah,
Like
it's like
Or is it like a cell door?
it's like a cell door. There's like a lock, yeah, with a keyhole.
I kind of say, if you had a way to break that, I could, fix it up real nice, so that it doesn't look like someone broke into it. Right now, the way that I can get through here the best is just by teleporting it.
Right. Let's see. Well, I'm going to prestidigitate a lockpick and attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. I guess just a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Let me get that score. Okey-dokey. So many tabs, so little time. 25.
All right. You successfully unlock it.
I'm going to leave it slightly ajar as I enter.
Okay. And now you guys enter the sewers, and it's a big, long iron tube going forward into the city that has gray water coming out of it.
Okay. I am going to follow sort of the map until I can get to roughly where I think Lafayette Street would be, and where the backside of the Churchill Arena would be.
Okay. You follow it, and there's just a tube on the side that again has bars keeping you from getting in there. Not that you could.
As in, like, the very small tube, the side
Yeah, to the
sort of
side.
connector.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start just tapping the wall around it just to make sure that there's nothing that's just hollow or illusory.
Gonna
Nope.
go one better and do an investigation check to look for anything secretive or hidden.
Okay. Roll that.
Or, I mean, attempt to, anyway.
Right.
That'll be a 10.
There's nothing.
And so my sort of tapping around, looking for hollow spots or illusory objects has failed, correct? I have not found anything.
Also achieved nothing. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of look at the grate and I say, you don't have anything to block this just in case, right?
Well, maybe. Let me think. How big is the grate?
If we're going by the 6-inch diameter pipe, then it should give a good estimate. Oh, you mean like how thick would the...
Like,
Is the grate like right on the end of the pipe, or is it instead of it?
yeah, it's like inset.
How many inches?
Like, how? What do you mean?
Like how
many-
inset is it?
Like, how many inches in?
Yeah, before the edge of the grate.
Like 2 inches.
Okay. I'm going to cut off a chunk of my rope and pack that as tightly as I can into the end of the pipe.
Okay.
Not much. Something.
Definitely something.
Just for, shits and giggles, maybe we should take a stroll around the block. Make sure there's no other way that it could get out, especially just to double check that it's sort of encased and that there could be no way that you got out unless you were, digging lower than the sewer system.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. So you're just gonna walk down the sewers more?
Yeah, we're gonna try and create some sort of like sewer block path where we're trying to find 4, main lines that would create a rectangle that the church would be inside of.
Well, you do that, and there are tubes and grates connected to tubes that go several different ways, but none of them lead back to the church from what the map says.
Okay. I kind of look to Galleon. Well, we're looking pretty good for underground escape unless he manages to get through that little tiny hole.
Yeah.
Do you think we should keep someone posted down here, or?
I don't entirely necessary. We could always mess with the lock, and break it so that it can't be unlocked on the off chance he has the key.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really block that off him, getting through it magically. But
Right. Well, there are also probably other ways that he could exit. Probably not the only thing, so it may just not be worth breaking in the first place.
yeah.
Okay. Good job. I really have to pee, so how about a break?
Okay.
That works for me.
Cool. I will be right back.
Yeah, same.
So
He's definitely gonna escape.
yeah, I mean that's a guarantee.
God damn it. If I could have seen him, there's stuff I could have done, but we haven't seen him again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like there's a possibility of us being pranked, where the person that we saw that claimed to be Father Barastus is not actually Father Barastus, and that there really is a Father Barastus.
Oh.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because then we're probably going to run into a situation where that Father Barastus would then go to jail.
Yeah.
Which would clear the other Father Barastus of the crime. Well, they'd probably just stop using that disguise.
Right.
But it was said that we
he
would
just
meet him.
showed up again. The nervous churchman said that he had just arrived. The guards had just seen him enter, and they recognized him as that.
And,
It would be a convenient, coincidence if the real Father Rastus was showing up at the time.
And
Right.
you would think, though, because we decided to rush here because of a divination spell, so you'd figure the deity would know what we meant.
Right. Also, yeah, with that, we're going to meet Father Barastus. Supposedly. I don't know how there's any other way that we could have met him as fast as there seemed to be quite a few obstacles in our way.
And just trying to, break the door down. One of the doors down for the church is a bad idea, I assume.
Yeah, especially now that the guards are watching. I mean, if we just barge in, we're almost guaranteed to go to jail.
Right. Now, with the question...
That lends him an alibi to get out of it. Oh, they're just crazy.
Yeah. If we really needed to break in, but we didn't necessarily want that to be as obviously pinned to us, but it would end up being pinned to us, is summoning a really large creature to knock down the wall.
Oh, what do you mean? You're not going to summon like a demon to bash down a church door, are you?
Not to bash down a church door, but a church wall.
Would it be a demon?
Could be a demon. You know, it could just be a bigger bear. Who knows?
Oh, you
Holy
right.
more.
Well, you can just make yourself bigger, right? You have,
I could.
Large and reduce.
Right.
And if you took his fanny pack off, he'd look like every other bear. No one would ever know it was him.
Right. And the hat.
Oh, right, and the hat. I always forget the hat.
Yeah, I love the hat. It's right in the art and everything, Scott. Jeez.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's random McArsonist hat, but you know, it works.
Why, you just reused assets?
I asked specifically.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
The fanny pack and I think the eyes are new.
I asked specifically for as little work to be put into this as possible. I wanted it to be as many reused assets because I felt bad. Since my first request, I was not very specific and clear enough.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Good lord. It's fine.
Yeah.
What was
I
your
just felt
first
really
request?
bad. What?
Well,
What was your first request?
It was just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he meant Barry as a bear.
Right.
So I was altering Barry as a gnome. I'm embarrassed to even share that with other people.
I want to see
It's
it, though.
so weird.
I
really
love
love
to
that.
see that.
Yeah,
Can
I
we
looked
see
at
that?
it and I'm like, I definitely did something wrong here. in the description.
Please post that in tabletop.
No.
I won't.
Please.
See, he was telling me it was like some kind of bugbear thing. I'm like,
I think Omega's about to give you permission. I really want to see it.
No. I mean, it's not like not safe for work or anything. Omega. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man.
I'm so happy you saved it.
Well, of course I did. I have the original Photoshop. Don't remember what I named it though, because I don't.
I mean, I have it right here. Do you want me to post it?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
I probably have a higher quality version.
Oh man.
That's okay. Lo-fi, best fi.
Oh, I do have it. Yeah, there it is.
Oh boy.
Because he said he didn't have.
The hat is so big.
He looks like Michael J. Fox when he was the werewolf.
Oh man, I need to open that up in stream.
That's
That's
so
beautiful.
good.
Okay.
I love it with the furry legs.
Let's add in a new
I
image.
forgot about the nose.
Yeah.
Like bugbears. Oh yeah, they got like
That's
God
amazing.
knows. God damn.
Uh,
I've only spent a couple hours on it.
It's
so
Teen Wolf. It's Teen Wolf Barry.
oh, it's so good.
I haven't even seen the original Barry art.
There we
Oh.
go.
It's just you without a hat and a fanny
Oh
pack.
goodness, that's very large.
Oh, you
Hold
mean
on,
the other
stream.
See, that's an easy mistake to make.
I promise I'll fix it. Whoops. Until I shrink it out of thing.
That's just fantastic.
Mm-mm.
I
Why
felt
were you
so bad.
embarrassed of that? That's awesome.
That's
Mhm.
that's.
If anyone
beautiful.
should be embarrassed, it should be me.
That's really great. Did Barry normally have the poofy ponytail?
Yes.
I never noticed that before.
That's wonderful. The furry leggings. Oh
I
man.
mean, that's
so
his bare
great.
legs.
It's so bugbear.
Well, like it was described as like a bugbear with a recessive gene or something. Okay.
It was a bugbear where
Oh, no.
the bug part is recessive, aka just a bear.
That's
I
wonderful.
didn't.
I love everything about that, including his sassy pose. It fits so well.
It's because I just didn't put the bow back in.
I remember I was talking to you and you're like, so no kilt at all, just like nothing? And I was like, yeah, I don't know why a bear would have a kilt. But I was like, yeah, no kilt.
Well,
If only
And
you would
it's
have
like-
added that little snippet of detailing.
I mean,
Yeah, and it's like, would the genitals be shiny? I'm like, I mean, do bear genitals normally just like hang out? Like, are they really that visible? And I was like, no, they'd just be covered by fur. And maybe the
kind of.
I blame Liam.
Why?
Yeah. It's all
Because you
Liam's
were
fault.
in a call with him for hours. You never told him anything about Barry. Like, you didn't share any art or anything. That's
I
right.
thought he knew.
Yeah, you shouldn't have assumed anything.
Yeah, never assume things, Liam. Gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right, because I was talking to Liam about this. And I was in the call with Liam while Jen was doing the art.
Yeah. He was like, I think she has the wrong idea. Like, she made some, like, amazing art right now. And I don't have the heart to tell her it's not right.
I mean, amazing.
I felt
was
so
so-
bad.
So good, though.
I was
It's
about
really
to just
fun.
change my character completely.
No, I'm glad you didn't. If I ever do something that's not what you wanted, you can always tell me it's funny. Always
If you
happy
say
to
so.
changes.
So good.
This is why I usually like people to fill out my little.
Yeah.
Jen, remember that you're talking to someone who literally cursed someone out for buying them a game.
Yeah, I'm a real monster.
He's
Oh,
probably not going to tell you if you do something wrong. He's just going to let you live with that unknowing.
He's meaner than Andromeda.
Well, apparently.
man. Oh,
Deep
man.
down, he's going to hate it, but he's going
I
to
mean-
outwardly love it. Your face.
You
Ryan.
can go fuck yourself, Scott. How's that for outward?
Oh, love you too, buddy.
Apparently not.
I kind of hope if we ever come across a judge again, it'll just be, a bear in a kilt.
I hope so.
I mean, that has to be a rule, right?
That could easily be put into effect on the Friday campaign.
Yeah, no, that's already in effect now on the Wednesday campaign. Soon to be Sunday campaign.
Yeah. How soon?
Not this upcoming week, but the one after.
Okie dokie. So are we playing Wednesday this week?
Yes.
Upcoming? Okay. Good that you clarified that. I would have been sitting down here Sunday wondering why nobody's in the D&D channel.
Oh,
Oh,
sitting in the pit all by yourself. No one to talk to.
I would have
In
hoped
the
that you would have
pig.
sent one of your X hour warnings, and I would have been no. That's a few days
No,
off.
that would have been the day that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that day.
and no one just posts anything. We just,
Yeah. It's just a silent day.
Never correct you either.
We'd all just be like, yep, that's correct.
Or just be like, wow, Scott's in the Dungeons and Dragons channel for some reason.
We all
It's
just
not-
post messages like, yeah, we'll be right there. Sorry, just a few seconds.
might be a little bit late tonight, guys.
Wow. That does
then-
sound like something you guys would do, though.
Cancel it 5 hours later. Just be like, yeah, guys, I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Well,
Yeah.
I
are
would
we,
hope that after the first hour, he might give up and leave the gravel pit and go home.
I don't know. The
You
sunk
expect
cost
far too
fallacy
much of me.
is
Sitting there
pretty
all
strong.
lonely.
It's like 6 in the morning. I'm like, man, we're starting late today.
yeah.
Oh.
Gee whiz, the group's real late today. can't wait to play D&D with my best friends in the world.
I mean, best friends in the world, that might be a little bit
Sorry,
over the top.
only friends in the world.
Yeah, it's
Aw.
pretty close. Yeah, you hit it there.
Yeah,
Oh.
Alright. Why were
hit
we
it so hard, tears.
I
are
hope
falling.
that I'm not one of your best friends, because that would be kind of sad.
Wow.
Jeez, yeah. You're
We
getting called
only
out,
ever
Scott.
talk about D&D, so
Man,
Yeah?
you just
So?
wow.
I
Okay,
have a very good friend that I only talk to about like one thing.
tell me how you really feel, DB.
I mean, I still think that we're like friends, and I like
See, now
spending
you're
time
dialing
with
it
you
back.
and
I
hang
still
out with
think
you.
that-
But I still
still
hope
think,
that I'm not one of your best friends, because that would be a little bit unfortunate. Just telling it how
I
it is.
still think that we talk sometimes,
Yeah.
but
I mean-
other than that, I don't know what you're assuming.
We've spent a good portion of time every week for the past year together, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like I know
We're
you
going
very
out or
well.
anything.
Yeah, I don't even know your last name.
It's true. You don't.
Am I?
I
don't
barely
think
know
I-
your first name.
Oh, I do know your
Wow.
last name, unless that was just like a lie, because it was a very convincing lie.
Is it Scott? Is his name just Scott Scott?
It's Scott.
Yeah, he doesn't have a last name.
I would be incredibly bamboozled if your name wasn't actually Scott.
No, my name is actually Scott. Yeah.
Like, that would be the end of me.
As far as I know, anyway.
You can drop
I do
the
have. I
Tell
technically
me.
have two first names, but
What?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
other name is Fitzgerald.
I mean, well,
I've never heard anyone with that as a first name.
What, Fitzgerald?
No,
I've met people named Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
not Fitzgerald.
I've known people with both the name Fitz and Gerald, but not Fitzgerald.
I've never
I've-
known anyone with the first name that is Scott's current last name.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
If that's true.
If it's true, yeah. He may have been lying on Facebook for whatever reason.
Possible.
So, D&D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all here, right?
Woo. Yeah.
Let's continue.
Even Omega's here.
True.
Hi,
Hi,
Omega.
Omega.
Hi, Omega.
Hi, Omega. Oh my god.
We miss you.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Daddy, come back. You
can
can blame it all on me.
Ryan,
What?
I was singing the song. You can play it all and blame it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
I have no clue what just happened.
He changed the words around. From,
Okay, so he could
uh,
blame it all on Ryan.
There you go. You got it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So does the church blow up?
no,
Damn it.
but
That
I've
would make my
resorted
job
to
so much
drinking.
easier.
Oh, already?
No, we're good.
Actually, it took you this long. That's kind of a good thing, really.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little bit in my drink, but whatever. All right. So, are you guys gonna wait until, or did Andromeda even tell you guys what the pastor told her?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
know
think
that-
so.
But maybe.
I would have done that. It just slipped my mind in the moment.
Okay. Well, let me refresh. Pastor Eli told you that Father Verastus was resting for the rest of the day to prepare for his post as officiator of evening vespers, which starts at 7:30 p.m. and ends at 9:30 p.m. So
What time is it now?
It is currently around like 9 a.m. So, if you want to do anything else between then, you can. But if you just want to wait, we can fast forward time.
Well, I do think someone should always be watching the church.
Mm-hmm.
We could go in shifts.
You can take a break if you want.
You don't need a break, huh? You want me to bring you some food? Maybe a little bit.
I'm not hungry.
I think I would just wait and watch with Andy as long as I can. Though I admit I'd probably get bored. Do Galleon and Boris just hang out in the sewers, or did they come back up?
We have a little bit of a tea party down there.
Gross.
We sample the various blocks of sewer water.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good.
There's a nice oolong.
Yeah.
No, I assume that we come up after we finish our final block sweep.
All right.
So would you guys find out anything down there?
Not really.
Doesn't look like there's much of a way one could escape from down there, but there's still a slight possibility, but not much we can do about.
Liam, what are Vespers? Is that some kind of like public thing that everyone can attend?
So Vespers,
It's like a night
in
prayer,
the
right?
Christian church, yeah, it's like night or evening prayers. Really, it's an event.
I thought they were motorbikes.
Those Vespas.
Yeah,
They're
that's
Italian.
a Vespa.
I'm a comedian.
So we could probably enter the church, or at least some of us hoping to just attend this thing.
I imagine Andromeda's not welcome anymore.
Yeah, we would get to that, but yeah, usually when the sun goes down and like the nighttime starts, when their Vespers starts around then, most of the time.
I'm gonna sort of, I guess I should ask first. When do Galleon and I return to the party?
I mean, if you guys are doing final sweep, then like, you would come back to the other side of the church around like 9:20.
Okay. We'll share our findings with the group, obviously, and then upon the talk of Vespers, I'll probably say, is it the greatest idea to attend that? Because, probably be more alarming for Father Verastus. Might increase his want to escape.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
True.
And at the same time, there's not much we could do.
Durin, right? I don't want to hurt.
Plus, I also have an aversion to listening to prayers.
You do?
A little bit.
Is that like allergic to bees sort of thing?
It's not an allergy, it's an aversion. I just don't like it.
Oh, gotcha.
Or
Suppose I can
there's other things I could be doing.
I don't do a whole lot of praying out loud.
Right. Well, I mean, like, personal prayers, those are fine. But, like, being preached to, not good. It's like the most boring play ever.
Yeah. Not at all like Thunder Gun Express.
And then at the end, they demand money. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's supposed to go towards helping the needy. I mean, that's what churches do.
That's
Pretty nice building.
Profit.
Yeah, I admit that the organization is kind of sketchy, but there's people that do need help.
Just, give that money to a homeless person. Seems a bit more effective. Or just buy a bunch of food and leave it on the street. Somebody will steal it.
That's good, Omega.
So, do you think we should just wait until that's over and then see if we can confront him alone?
That is quite good. Yeah, I mean, really, all we can do is wait on the guards and just...
Hope they don't fuck it up.
Right, and act as our own sort of perimeter for the place.
Right, we should keep an eye on the church, definitely.
Yeah. The only place he could escape to, really seems just to be out from, here.
Okay, well, that's promising.
Now, you said when you met with him the first time, he seemed to be able to create some sort of illusions that were broken when he left.
Yeah, somewhat. The altar that he had in his room was not as he made it appear.
And something was like wrong with his dog?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It could have just been an extraordinarily well-behaved dog, but it did seem off.
Honestly, that could have been his familiar or something.
It seemed more intelligent than it should have been.
Well, it possibly could have been disguised or something by illusion magic as well.
I don't think that it was an illusion of any sort. I don't know what it was, but it could just be a mundane dog that I was seeing too much into, but
well, either way,
better paranoid than surprised.
Either way, we know that he has some talent in illusion magic, which may mean that he could try and slip out as someone else.
Well, I could, or you could, depending on what you can do, Boris. Listen in on their thoughts a little bit.
Not good with that sort of thing, but we could always try and investigate. The best way to do that is to, accidentally nudge or bump into people to see if maybe they're a little more rugged around the edges. If you know what I mean.
What, bump into them and see if they seem suspicious?
No, I don't know if I should demonstrate or not, but if I were to try and disguise myself magically, I could try and make myself a little bigger or a little smaller.
Right, but it would feel different, right?
Right.
It'd feel off,
Right, a hand would go through clothing, skin, something like that.
You right there, Scott?
Not growling.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
He's just getting a little worked up.
It's just really hot in this car, so I'm trying to let some of the heat out.
It was hot today. Ugh.
Well, like I have like 3 different heaters going, and I can't turn them off. So
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
Well, yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea. You know, a mundane way to try to figure that out. I might still kind of peek around people's heads a bit.
Yeah, that seems like a way to go. I could always ask Todd and Matt to, greet people, shake their hands as they leave.
Yeah. Alright. If no one has any better ideas, that's something.
No, that works.
And in the meantime, we can make sure that there's some people on, who are inspecting the sides and the back of the church.
Right. There are guards at the church right now that you can see.
Right, and are they kind of holding down all 4 corners, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm willing to just wait for that. I'll probably take a bit of a nap. I'll have Todd and Matt kind of roll me up in a blanket.
I sit next to Galleon. I ask him what he bought other than the bag in that shop.
A dream journal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
That creepy dream I had sort of inspired me to get a dream journal.
Oh, that's wonderful. I think my great grandma had one of those, but more nightmare journal than dreams, you know.
Right. Well, I mean, assumedly, that's what this will end up being, too. I don't usually remember the good ones.
Oh, well, maybe I'll give you a reason to have some good dreams sometime, honey.
I look forward to that.
I wink at him.
Uh-huh.
Do that. You wink at him. If you guys would like to get any rooms, there was an inn in Town Square. Just in the meantime,
Yeah, as long as... Well, Andromeda seems like she wants to just stay there and stake the place out, so I'd be willing to go negotiate some rooms.
All right. There was the Laughing Dog in Town Square. Just a nice little inn.
Okay.
You said you did want to go, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
off of Town Square, that sounds nice and close and convenient.
Yep. Because Church Street runs diagonally facing east and west, and then West Street comes down, and Town Square is at the end of that.
And just a reminder for anyone who may be booking rooms, Boris is yet to stay in a hotel, so
Right. Yeah.
Noted.
I remember he likes
Maybe.
to,
Yeah.
find a place out in the woods or somewhere outside. Make his little den, right?
Yep.
I remember. So I would just get 2 rooms then.
Galleon is gonna go see a man about a goat.
Okay.
Or a woman. I don't really care who sells them.
Well, those two things happen. Bliss does meet a man at the Laughing Dog and gets 2 rooms.
Preferably one of them has a fireplace, or at least a brazier.
Oh,
Not a brazier.
all of our rooms have fireplaces, dear.
Oh, excellent.
And,
that one, does that have the bigger bed?
oh, would you like a bigger bed?
For one of them, yeah.
Then you shall have it. And he takes 2 keys off, one key on the back, like a key holder. You know what I mean? At hotels.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you make sure you get one of the rooms, if it's possible, facing the sunrise? The one with the single bed.
Oh, indeed. And he turns around again, and he takes a key from the lower part of the key holder, and then one the top. And he says, the one from the top is in his right hand. He says, "This will be the room with the large bed, and this key shall be the one facing the sunrise. And that will be 2 gold, please."
I give him the 2 gold. I thank him.
And thank you very much for your business. Have an amazing stay.
Oh, thank you, honey.
And Galleon wanders his way through the town to kind of the outskirts, where he finds a farm area and like a stable with a house next to it, and a sign that says it's an animal shop, basically, like a, what's the word?
Like a feed store kind of thing?
Yeah.
Stockyard?
Yeah, that.
Okay. Are they still open?
Yes.
I'm going to ask about buying a goat.
Well, you go inside, and it's very rustic looking.
I would expect so, yeah.
And there's a woman with dark brown hair, kind of ratting around clothes. She says, "Just one goat?"
Yep.
Well, all right then. She leads you outside to the stables, pulls a goat out, says, "That'll be a gold, please."
Get a younger one.
Oh,
Not
young.
like a really young, but like a young one.
Right, easy to lead. She, there's like 3 goats here, and she pulls out a younger one. She says, "Around the same, that'll be a gold, please."
Okay. Yep.
And
Okay.
she hands it off to you. Would you like a leash?
I have some
Lead
rope.
it? All right. Well, if that's all, you have a wonderful day, sir.
You as well.
And she goes back inside.
Okay. Galleon is going to head out of town to the north.
Okay. Then I guess what time. So he's just gonna go out there and wait.
Mm-hmm. I mean, otherwise he's got to explain why he has a goat. So, yeah.
Right. So and nobody's doing anything else. We're just waiting now.
I don't have any other plans.
Yeah, once I buy rooms, I let Andy know that I got her one. Where's Galleon?
I have no idea.
Well, I suppose I'm just wait and watch.
Well, you wait for a good while, couple hours, multiple hours, and you may do things, go to the bathroom here and there, get something to eat at one of the stalls or something. But you wait there pretty much. What?
Pester Andromeda.
Yeah. Call her Andy a couple times.
Yeah, I start trying to read her some cards and figure out her sign, which I haven't been able to do yet. She won't tell me.
Probably the sun.
You are well and thoroughly ignored.
Doesn't deter me much.
And 7:30 hits. Start of Vespers, and a bell ring in the bell tower in the steeple of the church. And you see a couple people come out of their houses, walk down the streets to get to the church, and the doors open wide. And they just file in. Are you doing anything now?
I'm gonna do my best to try to keep track of all the faces that go in.
Okay.
That's a good idea. I'll do the same. Pretending I'm just people watching. Trying not to seem too creepy.
Right. You're just part of the crowd. The demon lady on a mission and a drow on a mission.
Totally. And we both have symbols of Lorena, right? Or did Andromeda hide hers?
Oh no, I still have mine out.
Well, we just look like, kind of strange looking, worshippers.
Two devout church women.
Church ladies.
Church ladies.
Yes.
Church women. Yeah. So you'll
They're
just
wormin folk.
wait longer, then if you just keep an eye on things, most people file in, and after like half an hour they close again, and anyone who wants to show up after that can just open it, and the night goes on and it hits 9:30.
Before it ends,
Okay.
I'm going to, assuming I've woken up from my nap, I will prod someone to sort of go and poke their head in to make sure that Father Verastus is, actually still there and preaching.
I'd like to look in if I'm allowed to.
Sure, you can come up. Yeah.
I do so. I open the door and peek my head in. Nice, friendly smile on my face.
You're not trying to hide at all?
I don't know how I'd hide opening a big old door.
Right.
I'm good at making, things louder, but not quieter.
Right. And the door, I'd say you would, go up and catch the door as, because most people are filing out now.
Yeah.
Unless this is long before it ends. You guys are looking in?
I would hope that we're doing it, at least 10 to 15 minutes before the sermon ends.
Okay.
Yeah,
some people are leaving anyway. So, yeah, you guys can, catch the door and look in, and you see Father Verastus in different attire than you saw him before. as thunder actually starts to rumble in the west. Very lightly, though. It's far off. And you see him in one of those classic black priest's robes, trimmed in gold around the sleeves and the bottom, and with kind of a shiny golden symbol of Lorena between his tastefully defined pecs.
All right then.
I mean, he
Yeah.
is handsome.
He has a jaw line that has been sculpted by the gods, it appears, and slick black hair, slick, I guess, slicked back black hair, and kind of lighter blue eyes, and he's sort of wrapping up talks. And leaving prayers, wishing everyone farewell, How long do you stay looking in until the end?
Yeah, I would watch to see like where he goes.
Okay. He ends. Like 10 minutes pass, and dismisses everyone. And as he's closes the holy book with his one gloved hand that he's been holding it in, he sort of flashes a glance to the doors and sees you and smiles a bit and gives a wink. Can I get like perception checks from you guys?
Oh, okay. You used all my good rolls on this dice. Let's see. Ah. 11.
Okay.
8.
Hey. You don't notice much other than kind of the room is nicely lit with candles, but it's as if his face is kind of shaded, like Morticia Adams.
Oh, like there's a strange kind of
Just a dark kind of
light.
aura. And he winks at you and goes into the door to the right, and you hear it pop noise from it, like a lock.
I immediately go back to Andromeda. He went in a back door, and I think he locked it. But he was there. At least I think it was him.
It was most certainly him.
I wanted to cast a spell, but I didn't
Handsome
want
is
to take a
increased
chance.
1,000, but definitely him.
Yeah, his handsomeness is almost exponentially just skyrocketed since you last saw him.
Really?
No.
He's
always been very handsome.
Yeah, I knew he was handsome, but you can always get more handsome,
Yeah.
Should we go and see if we can see him?
I doubt I'll be allowed in through the door.
I wish I could disguise you somehow, honey. I don't have that kind of ability. Well,
I mean, I'll walk up to the church anyway and see if the guards stop me. They probably will, but
They do. Actually, they stop both of you. Does Boris also go up?
No.
Okay. They stop both of you, and they say, the church is closing for this evening, and you may come back for tomorrow's Vespers.
but wait, I was too shy to go in there with all the people. I'd really like to see the Father myself.
Well,
It's a spiritual matter, you know.
service is over, and the
Well,
Father
I need guidance.
is just... What?
I need guidance.
Well, there's always daytime hours for confessionals.
I know, I shouldn't have waited, but I wanted. Please, I need to see him.
I kind of walk
I
up
beg you.
behind Bliss and put a hand on her shoulder, and I say,
Paw.
Yeah, thank you. I put a padded paw on her shoulder, and I say, there's always tomorrow. As long as he's still here, well, then everything will be alright.
He'll still be here, right? He's not going anywhere. I really need to see him.
He assured us that he shall be staying in town for the foreseeable future to officiate Vespers
Okay.
as often as he can.
I'll be here bright and early then.
He doesn't run daytime hours.
I just told you I need to see him.
Well, Pastor Eli is usually in during the day. You can certainly see him.
I have certain matters to discuss, and I only want to discuss them with Father Verastus.
Well, then tomorrow night at Vespers, you may.
I gotta wait a whole other day?
I'm sorry that Vespers were also being held this evening. You could have come in.
I know, but I was just feeling real shy and awkward, you know. You know, in my kind, I'm a bit leery about going to church, and I don't want people judging me.
Right, because of your complexion and other matters. We welcome all children of Lurna, as he looks to your
I thought
symbol.
it was a card.
This is a guard, right?
Yes, in the town, like the church welcome.
Right.
How does he know?
It's the town church. It's the biggest church in town.
Yeah, but probably also,
Is there a shorter church?
There are smaller churches, yeah, of
Oh.
different faiths.
The thing that I don't like is how he said we.
Okay.
And the way he said you could have come in had a bit of a weird vibe to his voice there.
I stab him through the neck.
I
He
really
gets shot.
I'm gonna go back
Oh,
across the street and
That arrow
see
that
my
Galleon
wife.
shot at that coin that missed wildly comes down and just pegs him right in the eye.
Chaos. Galleon looks back from the north and sees the town on fire. A spectacle in the south.
Uh-oh. I didn't do it.
Fireballs. I shoot them everywhere.
Chaos, madness, cats and dogs. You actually see a cat and dog cloud over it, just raining.
Wow,
Wow.
that's
But,
amazing. Wow.
So I'm gonna sort of lightly tug again at Bliss's shoulder and sort of say, it's probably for the best that you can go through more introspection and every day you wait, your conversation will be more eloquent and potent.
All right.
I love that cartoon.
I'll come back tomorrow. And I'll begrudgingly walk away.
Alright.
And as we walk away, I kind of just say, "There's not much we could do if we met with him now. It's not like anything good is going to come out of us just killing him, especially now that, well, all of the guards know that we just want to kill him."
That is poignant observation.
If Galleon were there, he would be agreeing. But he's not.
We get like a little further away, probably out of earshot. Like, well, if we kill him, he's not going to kill other people. I don't care if I end up in jail. I could probably get out.
Right, well, maybe if we just waited a few more days until, the guards could get there and back, at least like one more day. That's another day less that we'd have to spend in the prison.
All
Gary,
right,
wink.
yeah. You're speaking logic. I get it. All right. You're right.
I mean, hell, I'm looking forward to when we can rip this guy apart, but...
Right. Me too. Yeah.
Get another Hasidic monk.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not there,
It's
so I'm
not
not talking
there.
about anything.
I don't know what you're talking about out of character.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I love him.
Maybe, has anybody ever seen an ascetic monk drive a Prius?
What's a Prius, honey? Well, you ain't speaking lick of sense now.
Aqua Dream Prius.
Yeah,
Right.
come on. Get it right.
So does that mean you guys are back to the Laughing Dog?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
Go
am
to the
going to
Pissing
sleep
Pony.
in front of the church.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm resuming my watch.
For the whole night.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a
Does
drow. I don't think he sleeps. She.
I
They.
still
Roger.
need a trance though. But
She's half drow. She needs to sleep.
No.
oh,
I would probably, set up, obviously, Todd and Matt, and suggest that Andromeda could lie against my sleeping form wrapped in blankets if need be. And to wake me up if anything were to happen.
How adorable.
if for nothing else than cuteness.
So cute.
necromancer buddies.
Oh.
Oh.
I will
And
say,
people say they're all evil.
All this time, she was looking for a zombie boyfriend when what she really needed was a bear.
See?
Oh.
That's very comparable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They both eat
Yeah.
flesh.
Damn.
I mean,
Damn.
Did
So-
either one of you need anything? I'm gonna go to the inn and sleep.
Contraceptive.
I am already asleep.
Oh, well, he's out. Andy, you sure don't want like water or
Don't.
something?
call me that.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Andromeda. I really wish you'd get used to that, you know? I gotta wear you down.
I really
at
wish
some
that you'd
point,
respect my wishes and call me by my name.
though. Well, I do respect you, honey.
Obviously not.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to the inn. If you see Galleon, tell him I got a room. And I tell her, like, is there a room number? You know? Do I have room numbers?
DM?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were like just telling him the room. Yeah, you have room number 8 at the top.
Telling him the room number. Doesn't
I
yet
would-
know.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if
Yeah.
Andy, if she sees him, to let him know where the room is. Yeah, I will go to the inn and I guess hang out with Virgil, and I'm gonna resummon my dog.
Okay. Do you have the book with you?
Well, did I end up with the cipher book last, or did I give it back to Andromeda?
Andromeda has it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're not talking to.
Actually, no, I gave it back to Bliss because I didn't want to have it on me when I went into the church.
Oh, right.
So unless she gave it back to me, then she has it.
If you didn't ask for it, then I still have it.
Bliss has it.
And all right, let's go through. Bliss, you're going back to the inn. Cool. And I assume you're gonna do your.
Oh, right. Yeah, I specifically wanted a fire, so yeah, I will be Yep, I will be doing my ritual. And I guess I'm looking for any insight into Father Verastus and a way to get to him.
Any insight? Okay. You, as you're looking into the fire, you kind of lose, you know, that sense of like where you are that happens, for the people don't have, like very rare cases. It's like a sense of your spot in reality.
This sounds like a very Val kind of thing.
No.
I think I know what you're talking about. Starts
You know
with
what
a P.
Yeah, it does start with a P.
What?
I can't think of it either.
Can it be repeated?
It's the sense of like your position in like existence.
Yeah.
Permanence?
No.
I'm sorry, I don't.
It's like an out of body experience. Is what you're going for?
Yeah. So
That'd be.
feels like she's floating, basically. Like she's not touching reality. And she can feel her blood flowing. She can almost hear her heart beating. And in her visions in the fire, she sees red and then blood moving and very shining-esque splashing of it. And then flesh with 2 holes in it. And then red eyes, just these deep, dark red eyes that look like you're looking into an abyss, a well.
Or tail light.
Or taillights. And you're pushed out.
Red eyes, not yellow.
Nope, red.
Okay, so different.
Oh man, if only we had punch up.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Astral projection?
The 2 red holes, all the blood, the red eyes.
Sounds like he's a vegan.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, that. I'd probably stay up for a while. I'm also kind of lonely in this big bed I specifically ordered, waiting for Galleon.
Oh, do you fall asleep in your bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you get eaten by a vampire. So
No. Well,
Would I
You-
kind of piece together that might be a vampire?
Yes, absolutely. Unless you were,
Really stupid.
really dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be smart. I'm not, but Bliss is.
Bliss is intelligent. She can piece it together very easily.
Yeah.
Bliss just
I mean,
reaches
she's-
through the fourth wall and slaps you. It's a vampire.
Yeah.
So, you don't know for how long you've been asleep. But you get up from your bed and you see it's dark in your room unless you have like a candle lit or something.
No.
Okay.
I didn't vote. Actually, no. I was expecting someone that can't see in the dark, so I may have lit something. Yeah,
Okay.
I got a candle burning.
Then in the light of your candle, you see many people standing in your room staring at you in your bed, all with these glazed over eyes that look like they have cataracts in them. Very pale and white. And those who are kind of in the corners of the room, out of the candle's light, their eyes kind of pierce through the darkness, and you see them staring at you. And they stare at you for a good couple of seconds, and then all look towards the east, all at once, in a moment. And then one of them turns around to look back at you and leans into your bed about an inch and a half away from your face. And then you wake up in a cold sweat. That was a dream, if you couldn't tell.
Oh. Yeah.
And switching scenes. Galleon, it is approaching 3 a.m.
Okay. I wait until 3 a.m.
Okay. It's 3 a.m.
Okay, I walk out with the goat to the middle of the crossroads that I have camped at.
Mm-hmm.
I write stuff on the goat in my blood
Mm-hmm.
after cutting my hand open, which is fun. I then I take a swig of the whiskey and then pour the remainder over the goat. Then I pet it on the head and I cut its throat.
Right.
And I wait.
Letting it bleed out in the middle.
No, I scoop all that up and throw it off. Of course, I leave it there in the middle. Come on.
Right. That's part of it. Okay. Well, you wait for maybe 5 minutes and
Timely.
wait.
Appreciate that.
And you hear from behind you, sir, are you okay? What do you do?
I turn around, see who it is.
Well, it's a man in a white shirt and nice kind of woolen pants with suspenders going over his shoulders and has his sleeves rolled up just above his elbows, and he has nice slick back blonde hair and dark brown eyes. He says, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Looking down to the Goat.
He's not.
What's that?
That's a goat.
Right. What are you doing with it out here?
I'm waiting.
Not one of them demon worshippers, are you?
Not really.
No.
No.
So how long you think you'll be waiting out here for?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully not too long.
What are you waiting for?
I imagine I'm waiting to meet someone.
And you don't know who that is?
Not so much. Maybe it's you.
Smart one. You know, those things are a crock of shit.
Yeah, I kind of figured that with the crystals and the hippity dippityness.
Yeah.
But
You know, used to be a long time ago. Summon a whole legion of demons with the low cost of 5 virgins. But this is more like demon summoning made easy for the modern witch. And
well, I mean, it is a young goat, so could be a virgin.
Right. And it's at this point that his eyes turn a deep yellowish red. And which, I mean, I guess is orange. Huh?
It's pretty orange, yeah.
Yeah, so I was about to
picturing
say.
orange. Yeah. Unless maybe it was like a ring of yellow and a dot of red, which would still kind of look orange, but
more like it's red with some. It very much looks like a fire is burning behind his eyes.
Yeah, I mean he's
ochre.
That makes
Right. So I imagine you had something in mind.
Yeah, a little bit. First, I mean, thanks for coming. I know this was silly, but
Yeah, I mean, I knew what you wanted as soon as you wanted it. It was amusing to see what you do to get me here.
right. Yeah. Probably donate that later. Somebody will need it.
Yeah.
Goats. Mutton. Not the same.
No.
Yeah. So, boy, it's funny, when the time comes, how, out of focus your mind can get.
Yeah.
Seems I've met someone, you're probably fairly familiar with, yeah?
Oh? Who might that be?
Been traveling around with them.
Yeah, I know who you are. I've seen you through her eyes.
Yeah, probably a lot of me.
Oh, I've seen every inch of you. Every inch of your soul.
No loot.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, she made mention of how her condition came to be. I gotta say, kind of a shit deal on your part. I mean, no offense, but like you get what, one soul every how many years?
God, who's counting?
I mean, I would imagine you would. It's pretty big gaps though, yeah. And really,
a lifetime here and there. Yeah, it's that.
yeah, not a lot of impetus on their part to carry it on. Though I'm sure you have a helping hand in that.
Well, you know who I am, so I'm sure
Yeah.
I do.
Right. I do know that. How about a better offer?
Well, color me intrigued. What would a better offer look like, darling?
Oh
well,
no.
Where do you think I get it from?
Seems like, fair is fair. You're gonna want something in exchange for her soul.
Oh, is that what this?
Sure. We'll start there. And then the rest of it there, the whole pact shenanigans. That's seems a bit excessive now, don't you think?
Please enlighten.
Well,
What
I mean,
shenanigans would you be talking about?
You know. I don't need to tell you your handiwork.
Sure.
Right. How about we trade?
Trade.
Yeah. We'll do even up. You give her soul back. You can have mine. And for the pact, and I'd like to be able to get my soul back at some point. You're a pretty imposing force. Doesn't seem like you have a whole lot of physical influence though up here. What with all the other souls?
Oh, I have more physical influence than you might even know or imagine.
Yeah, no loot. That's probably true. Do you have a Reaper?
A what now? A Reaper?
Yeah.
In what way? You mean to collect souls when they're due? Because I make out fine.
No. Collecting souls when they're due, that's I'm sure you got a guy for that.
Right.
How would you like souls that you never had to make a deal for?
Oh?
You're a pretty powerful I don't know, is guy the word? Would that work? Can we go with that?
You can call me whatever you want.
Well, you showed up as a guy, we'll go with that.
Just not late for dinner.
Ha!
I'm
That's
a
a
comedian.
Demon puns. Unexpected. How about this? I'm gonna presumably want my soul back at some point. But you can hold on to it. In exchange, I could collect souls for you. And Galleon kind of holds out his crossbow, but from the like he's holding the end where arrows would come out of.
Right.
I imagine someone as powerful as you could maybe, I don't know, curse me with that?
Oh.
Well, I guess it would be more of a blessing in this countenance, but probably with the connotations blessing brings. That's not a good word choice.
Right. So, let me get this straight.
Yeah, go ahead. Read it back to me.
You want her soul in exchange for yours.
Right.
You want yours back in exchange for the many souls you might give me in the future sometime.
Well, I mean, it'll be a hell of a lot faster than waiting for her to, you know.
Well.
And it'll be quite a bit more copious, I can assure you.
Now.
Set a number to it.
How's 1,000?
I can do 1,000.
Now. Alright. Here's my counter offer. And you have 3 options.
Do like options.
Oh, I'm sure everybody does. Number 1, you can walk away now. I won't hold you accountable. And I get to keep Bliss's soul.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, you give me your soul, no worming out of it. And I get it and can, quote unquote, bless your weapon. Or number 3. Now, this is where you listen carefully. You both can keep your souls. But I get something in return. And that is maybe something as trivial as a firstborn child.
I feel like you've already made that deal, and it didn't turn out very well.
Well,
I mean, if it did, I wouldn't be here in front of you.
If it did, if I really thought that was a bad deal, would I even be here?
Well, I think, I mean, I just have to question your logic on that one. It doesn't seem like a very good deal, surface looking, but maybe there's more to it that I don't understand. I'm not, super perceptive, you might say. Option 2, by the way, yeah, okay, with the cursed weapon. What is that? Still collecting souls?
If you want.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really
Take 'em.
it doesn't really serve me any good if it's doing that, does it?
I mean, you get to keep the weapon until you die.
Yeah, but it sounded like I got to keep it either way, or that I'm giving you souls for nothing. I mean, I'm the initial trade. That's gravy. We're gold on that, kosher even. But the follow up to that's kind of weak sauce, isn't it?
He squints and walks up to you very closely. And at this, as strong as and unafraid as you might be, your heart kind of drops. There's this darkness that you can feel emanating off. He says, now Bliss, she may have flame in her heart, but in you, I see something more like a coal engine, fire in your belly that fuels your soul. And that's worth keeping. But
I mean, I take the compliment.
if you want to keep it, there's your offspring that you can offer to me. You get to keep your weapon. You get to keep your soul. Bliss gets to keep hers. And I, upon your next adventurous tryst, will give you a 100% success rate on the makings.
Yeah, that
And
does.
after 9 months,
You are barking up the wrong tree on that one, buddy. Option 2, unmolested. The whole pact thing's over, right? It's not just the soul; it's the whole kit and caboodle.
yes, I keep your soul, and Bliss gets to keep her.
All right. Do we shake?
That's
Is there
it.
blood involved? I'm already bleeding, so and I stink like goat now.
At this point, that his hands now have long black claws, and he puts his right hand out to shake, and he says, "Let's seal the deal."
All right then.
All right. You put your hand out.
Mhm.
He grabs it tightly. Feels like both your flesh is burning and your bones are breaking in his grip. And he pulls you in forcefully and kisses you right on the mouth. And with his other hands, digs his claws into your side. And you can feel fire, power dancing between your lips, pleasure and pain as you feel the spreading corruption burn on your tongue and through the rest of your body from his claws.
Now, is he tonguing me? Because I don't think I'd be tonguing him.
Yeah, he's a long, pointed tongue is forcing its way into your.
That seems extra.
Do you knew who he was? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, it's absolutely not extra.
No, I mean like it just seems extra.
That's
Well-
Galleon feels it like it's.
right.
not from a very pleasant place, that one.
You close your eyes tightly due to the.
Oh no, I keep moving.
Okay. There's still unimaginable pain.
Yeah.
And he lets off. And he says, he pulls his claws out of your side. And he just nods his head.
Guy's gonna probably drop to one knee and hold his side and breathe pretty heavy, and then he's gonna look up at him and he's like, "The kiss was just for you, right?"
I like a funny one. And he just, you blink and he disappears. He's gone.
Well, that was worthwhile. Guy's gonna throw the goat over his shoulder and start trudging back to town. Probably a little sore.
Yeah, that those claw marks are now burning. If you looked, you would see 5 evenly spaced, just festering holes in your side.
They're already rotten.
Yes.
Fun.
Kind of yellowy and pussy and bloody. And yeah.
He's gonna also, on the way, scrub the blood off of the goat. Not the goat's blood. He don't really care about that, but the other blood.
Right. What you wrote.
Because that's silly. Everybody laugh at. Yeah. Is there like a is there like an orphanage or something in town?
Yeah. You'd find an orphanage. Okay. Lady Gillespie.
Probably back when he gets to town, but before like he does anything else, he's gonna to the best of his ability, butcher up that goat, wrap the meat in its skin, and then leave that at the orphanage.
How kind.
Well, he doesn't need it.
Right. Yeah. Don't nice. It's a nice gesture.
And he just sold his soul. He's not gonna hold out the goat meat.
Right. Yeah. You're right. I just didn't think you'd do that. Just thought he'd leave it on the side of the road, but that's nice.
Yeah. I considered just leaving the slit throat goat at the orphanage, but that seems like that's just sending a message that I don't want to send.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Those orphans have a hard enough go of it. They don't need to worry about lunatics leaving, nearly beheaded goats on their doorstep.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, wrapped up meat is kind of weird too, but did you leave a note?
I mean, I guess, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Probably tore the back page out of that stupid book and wrote it on that.
Okay.
And then threw that book into, if there's any braziers around.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Also holding his side and muttering, well, that was a waste.
I mean, there was a bunch of knowledge in that book as well. I mean,
Well,
but you won't get it now, I guess.
that's one smart brazier.
Yeah, it kind of crackles and bursts as you throw in the book. Are you gonna make your way to town square? I guess you weren't told about the inn, though.
Right. Maybe. Well, I have to walk past the church at some point, don't I?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Somebody there will remind me or let me know, right?
If they're up,
Yeah.
you guys awake?
Yep.
Somebody's got to be awake. Otherwise, what are they doing there?
Yeah, I'll let him know that Bliss rented a room, or got a room rather. And then she's waiting
Okay.
at that thing.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And he's gonna go there.
All right. Bliss, did you do anything after you woke up?
I probably tried to stay awake as long as I could because I'm really spooked
Right.
by both the vision and, seeing all of those apparitions, I guess, staring over me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the dream, but I do plan on telling people. But yeah, for now, I'm just fighting sleep.
Okay. Then I'd say when Galleon makes it up there, he'd find an awake Bliss.
Does Bliss feel at all different?
No. Not really. Not immediately.
Souls are just totally intangible. I feel a lot better about selling mine now. I mean, really, I might as well just clean the lint out of my pocket.
Now, actually, she had always felt a kind of feeling of holes being burnt into her head by a watchful pair of eyes, and that's not there.
Oh. I think I would take note of that because even just closing her eyes sometimes she can see those little pinpricks of yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but yeah, that is peculiar. If Galleon knocks on the door, because I did lock it, I'll
Yeah, I guess I would. I suppose I'd be a little confused because Andromeda just said that you had rented me a room, but then didn't give me a key for it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess I'd knock on it.
Oh, Yeah, I leap up and I immediately open the door. And, well, hi, honey. It's about time.
Yeah, sorry about that. You're up late.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling real. I had a terrible vision. I should probably tell everyone about that. I couldn't sleep, and then I saw those people again with the eyes. You know, I remember your night terror, the ones that
Oh,
point east. Saw
yeah.
them again, and yeah, I feel a little weird.
Yeah, I had a weird vision too, but I'm not gonna read into it.
Blood and pus is kind of soaking through your clothes at this point, too.
Oh yeah, I fell on a fence.
You did? Oh, you
Pretty
mean-
gross fence.
Oh no, let me see.
Pig.
I'd start like trying to peel up the shirt to take a look at it.
They're kind of in a
A star?
no,
Upside down star?
no.
Finger.
Pentagrams are so last season.
I don't
Damn
think that'd be his kind of style.
Well, I'm gonna have to get this
I-
tattoo changed.
Probably be something really lewd and
It's like the
It's
Disney.
a cock and balls.
it's dick butt.
You know the little like corner thing they do on the Disney shows where they like, have the wand and they draw it in.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure it's that.
Yeah, it's the Mickey Mouse symbol.
Right.
that would actually be pretty dope.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like that. These are your claw holes.
Claw holes?
I mean, crude
Where are the
small
claws?
claw over here in the corner.
Oh, there they are. Okay.
by you.
Honey, this looks awful.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
You're
Maybe you
big.
should go. Andromeda's at the church keeping watch. You should get some healing. I can't do it myself.
Yeah,
This looks a lot worse.
it was a dirty fence.
Gone that long, it's like festering, honey.
Yeah,
Just-
there was poo involved.
A whole bunch like rust and poo.
Yeah. I don't know what these people use fences for around here, but apparently it's a toilet. And I've been in their sewer. Turns out a lot of water down there, not a lot of poo. I'm just saying, these people are weird.
Why didn't you clean it with prestidigitation right away? Jeez.
I did not think of that. That is a good damn idea. I'm gonna attempt that.
You attempt that, and it cleans the immediate area, but they are still festering and start dripping again.
Well, hey, progress. I'm gonna go find Andromeda and see if she can be bothered to heal me.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll probably have to find like another healer that's less Andromeda.
Right. Maybe, I'm going to go with you because I can't sleep and I had a vision that might be telling about Erastus.
Yeah, there you go. And they'll all be there, so that's a good idea.
I kiss him. Yeah, I just kiss him.
Right on
Does
it
his
taste
demony?
festering holes.
You
On
kiss
his lips. Jeez.
on his lips, so you kiss him on his lips, and you feel kind of like a spark. It's almost like static, but his lips are very warm and not at all pleasant to kiss right now.
I break it off a little earlier than I usually would. But I just kind of chalk it up to, he's kind of seeping pus out of his wounds. I'm kind of frazzled.
Right.
Yeah, imagine the guy with the seeping wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go find Andromeda.
Right.
I'm still standing across the street from the church.
Gonna lift up my shirt and be like, "Can you fix that?"
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine having it on you.
I'm gonna kind of scrunch up my nose and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, you do that, and they close up, but still look like hell. They crust over, the yellowish and reddish type scab equivalent if it were a normal wound.
Where?
So it's like a really gross scar.
Yeah.
Where did you get this wound?
It was a fence. A poopy fence. I like to call it the doo-doo fence.
Hell yes.
I mean,
I'm just saying. That's what I like to call it.
I'm.
I'd call it bent and broken now, but before that it was the doo-doo fence.
Liam, is it safe to say that Andromeda would know that this is not a fence wound? I'm fairly well versed in medicine.
If you were to heal a fence wound, or this, if you've healed before, this is not what it looked.
Yeah, that's.
He's gonna cut it off and he's gonna go, it's a fence wound.
Okay.
It's just weird that it was, like infected already. You weren't gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a word with that farmer. Probably tomorrow. Mostly because I broke his fence, but also because,
Stop
If you-
shitting on your fence.
yeah.
My killer abs broke the hell out of that.
No, it was my foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I mean, I kicked the shit out of it after I fell on it. What, you don't get mad at inanimate objects?
You need to work on your temper, honey.
Sorry, mister. I kicked
you
your
see
shit
the
on a
wound?
fence.
It's bad, yeah.
I broke.
It's a fence.
I broke your fence, but it makes me wonder why you shitting all over your fence.
It's a
It just
duty
don't
fence.
make no sense.
You got a duty fence.
Yeah. Like, listen, I'm sorry about the fence, but come on.
But
Can't you
it's
find a better place to
poo-poo
shit?
fence.
Like, who shits on a fence?
I love how Italian that was.
Really?
You're like, oh, who shits on a fence?
You got
Mamma mia.
Really? Pasta Bay.
I'm gonna
Oh, really?
I'm gonna attempt to shake Boris awake, though I expect the monks will kind of stop him.
The monks will kind of, again, wait. I think last time another undead tried to wake me up, they were blocked, but I believe that someone just physically, or was it Mage Hand? I can't remember how someone tried to wake me up
Well, I
last time.
said wakey with the
Kelly just kicks a rock at him.
Oh.
Like, not hard, but, wake up.
yeah. Boris.
Through a variety of bones jangling to try and stop minor attacks against me and various types of yelling and whatnot, I will wake up.
Alright. Boris, get your thinking cap on.
Why are all of the days so dark when I wake up?
I know.
Mornings
I'm
are
sorry.
just really weird.
I'm sorry, honey.
Oh,
I had a vision, and I
yeah.
think Father Verastus is a vampire.
Oh, that's too bad.
Are you sure?
I saw blood. I saw holes that the teeth would make. I saw his eyes.
That changes things dramatically.
I've never dealt with a vampire before, but I mean, I heard tales about him.
How
I've definitely read about it.
He rests during the day, right?
Do any of you know anything about my deity beyond what I've told you?
Just a little
No.
lore
No.
I got in the book.
So that lore, by the way, I know you asked for it, and I will send it to you. But
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah.
okay. I kind of know, and
So no, still
uh,
no.
my deity, Zaphras, is...
Vampire?
No, he's a sun god.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, so no vampires.
he was the right-hand man, essentially, of the of Balvor, the God King, the leader of my pantheon. And as so the legend goes, Zaphras was caught stealing secrets of life and death from Balvor, and when Balvor found out, he became angry, very angry, angry enough that he condemned Zaphras to imprisonment and shoved him off to the land of the dead, essentially. And when Zaphras fell, it's rumored that his screams woke the souls of the dead and created the first Draugr. That's why he's venerated as a father of undeath. A slightly less known tale is that when he fell, his halo is what it's called. Nobody really knows exactly what it is. It broke. And when it broke, half of it fell into the material plane, and half of it fell into the land of the dead. My personal mission for a long time now has been to attempt to find the half of the halo that fell to the material plane. Father Verastus had an unnatural amount of knowledge about not only Zaphras, but about the halo and where it might be located. And that concerns me because, as legend goes, this halo, this artifact that Zaphras had, is incredibly powerful. It's rumored to give people power over the sun and make you almost godlike if you can, reassemble it and use it. Obviously, that would hold great interest to a vampire, being able to control the sun, being able to, in theory, turn it off, and send the world into an eternal night, and essentially make vampires and other undead infinitely more powerful.
That sounds really bad.
That's really quite an epic tale. The sun.
Yeah.
Vampires. Do vampires live a long time?
Yes.
They can.
So
If you don't kill him.
presumably he's been doing this a while, maybe?
He could have been.
It's not good.
Yeah, I don't like vampires.
Thinking back to the bodies we found, I didn't see two little holes on their bodies somewhere. I remember, like they
were
looked like
stabbed
they
in
got
the
stabbed in
heart.
the heart.
But your heart
Yeah.
pumps blood, so I mean,
It's very possible that he just killed them off so they wouldn't have a chance to talk about what they've seen of him.
Right.
Did it look like they were maybe stabbed with a stake?
It was a sword. You could
Sword
assume
wound.
that it was a sword. It was a sword.
I feel like we've all seen sword wounds.
Yeah.
Some of us might have even inflicted a few.
I was not there, so I would not know. Oh. Well, this has become a lot more interesting.
And blasphemous if he's pretending to be father.
Yeah,
You
would
know.
he even be allowed to be in a church if he was a vampire?
If he was invited in.
No,
Yeah,
but I
they
mean-
had
Is that real?
specific wards against it. No, I don't think
Holy
they could
ground.
stop him.
Do you think the book could ward against that? I mean, he wrote the ward on that other rock and made it so you could do magic. Do you think there was one in there for holy ground?
It's hard to say.
I could take another look in there.
In the book was only the symbol in the middle of the ward.
Right.
Like
No, I knew that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I thought I alluded to that, but
Looking back, it just seemed like it allowed them to do magic,
right.
their own magic, not just
Yeah.
him. But
I mean, it was
went outside of that. Right.
yeah. There was one already existed on the rock, and then he added that to it.
Yeah.
But,
so they
I mean-
could do magic too.
Right.
Outsiders, I guess. So sounds like we should try to get to him during the day, right?
It sounds like we're gonna have a real tough time getting to him during the day, and that's why he doesn't do anything during the day. But it also kind of sounds like the church is protecting him, since that dude wouldn't let you see him during the day. And didn't he get real weird about it? Didn't you say
I mean,
Eli or whatever? Didn't you mention him getting like fidgety or something?
I mean, no less fidgety than anybody else put in his position. I was being rather rude.
Right.
At this point, the church is protecting him, the guards are protecting him, and he has no reason to come out.
Well, the second that we get word from sorry.
I have a feeling we're not gonna get word from those people.
Yeah, maybe not. If he's a vampire, I don't know. Maybe he has ways of.
The mayor was covering for him. Who
So,
knows what
do
else
you
going on?
think that maybe he's controlling the undead between the two cities?
Oh,
Or at least is doing something of that sort? Oh, geez, I really don't do well with mornings.
not morning yet, but
It's very, very early. I know. It's before the sun even woke up.
Yeah, it's 4:30 now.
maybe in the morning we'll have fresher minds and be able to put this all together.
Oh, does anybody capable of flooding this part of the city?
Huh?
Like,
No,
with water?
not me.
Yeah, with water. They definitely don't like that. Oh,
I could light it on fire, but I don't want to hurt people.
they don't care about that. Fire's, just anything else to them.
Here's a thought: if he's a vampire and it's nighttime, maybe we should go somewhere that's not really close to where he's at currently. Or
I mean,
presumably.
it's not like he could really do anything.
I feel like there's no witnesses, and he can hide our bodies quickly.
I think you're underestimating
Aren't there
how
like 4
long we
guards
could
across
hold
the
him
street
off.
from us?
Yeah, are there still guards posted in front of the church?
There's still guards around the church.
Well, okay, but we don't know that they're not working either.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
It seems unlikely, but I don't trust anybody anymore.
He's
I
made
don't
such an
trust
effort
guards.
to, make sure that things go away that I don't think he would be as bold as to attack us out in the middle of the street.
I
You
think
wouldn't have
could
to look
find-
like him, though. He's a vampire.
True. But I mean, hey, that solves one of our problems.
He's pretty vain though too, so it's hard to.
That bastard.
You see that guy's chin? Ridiculous.
He winked at me too. He's so smug about it.
Well, he's being protected, so yeah.
Mm.
He's literally like one of them Dean boys.
Anyone got silver?
Oh, I got all gold, honey.
Mm.
Oh,
I think we're
silver
gonna be
coin.
getting some.
Yeah, Galleon, I think you may want to start silver tipping your arrows.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan. I'll definitely look into that tomorrow. In the day.
Right. Oh, it's been so long since I've read up on him. Oh, didn't really think I'd ever have to deal with it, but I guess you never really know.
Right, is that your area of research, maybe?
Oh, well, I've read something on various undead and undead affiliates.
Yeah. You know what? What is your focus anyway? I mean, mine is,
Yeah, I don't
Conan.
think you ever said. Did you?
I'd say my main focus is, comedy.
That's not an answer to
That's
the
not
question we asked.
proper wizardry, no.
You knew what we were asking.
Did you go to a school, or I mean, I was homeschooled.
I was homeschooled as well.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
There's no shame in that. No shame at all, honey.
I didn't go to school.
Hey,
I'd
Bliss.
say that I like to focus a lot on illusion. I think that's one of my more favored magics. It's a lot of fun to
What's
deal
your
with
most
that.
favorite magic?
It is. I got a little bit of illusion to me, some fire,
Conjuration often tends to be fun. I know you've seen those little demons.
Yeah. Was that your most favorite?
It's somewhere between illusion and conjuration.
Oh, okay.
Bliss,
Yeah.
may I borrow your new necklace, please?
Oh, you're not gonna break it, are you?
No.
You really don't like me to wear it. I can hide it.
I don't mind you wearing it. I just want to use it.
Okay, then I'll hand it to you.
I'll take it and tuck it into my pack. Don't worry, I'll give it back. I'm just waiting until morning. Yeah. And
Right.
Once morning comes, assuming that nobody else has anything to do,
Yep, morning does come.
I'm going to probably go outside of city limits to a place where I won't be bothered, and I'm going to start praying to Moonry, asking her for assistance in any way that she can lend it, because there's someone who wants to pervert her son's image, essentially, and I need her help.
Just praying or magically reaching out?
Anything I can do.
Right.
Seeking assistance in every way I know how.
Okay.
Whether or not she chooses to acknowledge me is up to her.
Well, you certainly do that. And, like praying to any god, you don't feel something immediately, or physically. But if you find enough comfort in it, you feel warm on the inside.
I will probably do that for a little over an hour, and then I'll, I guess, pack up and head back, give Bliss her necklace back, and pass out, because I'm incredibly tired, and I know that the vampire probably won't be making any moves during the day.
All right.
As much as I hate him for making me sleep through the day and while away my nights in fucking consciousness of all things.
Yeah, it's a real bummer.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay, then I think we are going to end the session there.
Yeah. Quite a
Okie
doozy.
dokie.
Do we
What
get
happened?
any XP?
Yeah. You guys get a full 1,000.
We're sneaking
Very
up
cool.
on level 9.
So, what is our exact XP? Because I think I lost.
35,425 is what I have.
I have 41,375.
I'm going with his.
I remember distinctly
41,
one week we got like
75.
5,000 experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
take it.
my sheet got corrupted or something.
Oh, right.
Thankfully, my start page was still relatively normal. I still had all my stats, but everything else was just fucked. So I built enough of the sheet while we were playing so I could, do skill checks and spells and stuff. Yeah, I don't understand what happened.
Well,
It just says NA or little pound signs for everything.
on that note, thank you everybody for tuning into the stream. And I should hopefully be streaming this Wednesday. I wasn't feeling too great last week, but fingers crossed. I will be back on Wednesday to stream the Wednesday game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Bye,
Well,
everybody.
Yep.
Good night.
Night,
Stay
everyone.
informed.
Good night, everybody.